about commission breakdown.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, commission breakdown. So sometimes you're like, my agent's making too much money. Wah. Listen, the audacity. The audacity. Can you imagine if I came up to you and said,
Oh my God,
how much are you making?
money.
You make too much money. I think you should give some back to people. You should give some of your money back to people. And I'm like, so when we're showing homes, we're taking you around, making sure you have, I ask everybody, do you want something to drink, bottled water, whatever, snacks, and lots of gas. Gas is like $5 a gallon right now. Over that. And so there's a lot of expenses that go on the buyer side. On the listing side, there's even more expenses. Like we have to list the house, clean the house, stage the house, market the house, pay for marketing, pay for transaction coordination, and our broker gets paid before we do. So let's do a little example. So let's say it's your deal. No one referred it to you, like to where you don't have to pay any kind of referral fees to anyone. So just a big standard operating deal. And you're making, let's say, we're going to go easy. Let's say we're not going to like break it down too much because it's faster. Let's say you're making 10 grand. Okay. You do not get that $10,000.
What?
Isn't that crazy? So that whole check that you think that we got paid for 10 grand, you're thinking she made 10 grand. That's so much money.
For what? She just unlocked doors.
Right. Well, first of all, we worked together probably for several months to find a home, and then we found the home, and then we're in contract negotiating and following timelines and protecting you, setting up inspections, being there for inspections, going over the disclosures, reading every bit of it with you, helping you fill stuff out, whatever you need. So, but you still say, oh, 10,000 is a lot for your expertise. Although attorneys and actuaries and everybody else in our industry make way more money than we do. I promise you, we are worth our value and we prove it to people all the time. But let's take that 10,000. That 10,000 does not go. Sorry, I didn't turn off my phone. That 10,000 doesn't.
Turn off your phone.
I know, turn off your phone.
Turn off your phone.
Turn off your phone. Again.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
So yeah, that $10,000 check does not go to me directly or any other agent directly. It always goes to the broker of record. So if you work for a Remax Gold or the fabulous Windermere, no bias intended, or a Realty One, or any of the amazing brokerages all over the country, that check goes to your broker. So that 10,000 goes to the broker. Then the broker takes their cut. So let's say you have a 70-30 split. The broker will take their 3,000 and then you get your 7,000. You're like, well, that's still a lot of money. The broker might have desk fees or admin fees that are a percentage. So let's say they have a 5% admin fee. 5 times 10,000. Yes, very off the top, 5 times 10,000. Not saying nothing, but there's a, $500 off the top right there in your admin fee, and then your split. And so you're already down. And let's say, I know, do you guys want exact math or can I just
Yeah, do it on the calculator.
Well, let me do it on the calculator.
Where the heck?
Don't ask about my apps. I know I have like a million. I have pages.
So rude. Pages.
I know.
Okay.
I don't delete anything. Somebody come clean up my phone. So we're going to take that 10,000. Okay. And we're going to go minus 6%. No, 5%. I'm going to start over so she can edit this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're going to take that 10,000 and we're going to say, okay, times 5% admin fee right off the top, right? So we're going to say minus 5%. Now it's 9,500. And then the broker fee, let's say you have a 70-30 split. So then you're going to hit it with minus 30%. So you've got $66.50 left. And you're thinking in your head, I paid this girl so much money. This gal so much money. But we're already down to $66.50. Are we done? No, we're not. So let's go that this is a buyer. Okay. So now we're not even subtracting the gas mileage, the time spent, maybe the lunch bought. We're not subtracting that. Okay. We're just going to now subtract a typical transaction coordinator fee of $350. Okay. You're down to $6,300. Let's take off 28% for taxes. You have to do that yourself. You're down to $45.36. That's what your agent made on a deal where there was a check to broker of $10,000, around 45.36, give or take, depending on what your split is at your own place. It's still respectable. It's still good money. But when you're sitting there going, oh, she's making 10 grand, she better
Yeah,
do
for
this, or
doing nothing.
for doing nothing. We're not making 10 grand. We are making, anywhere between 40 to 60% of that, depending on your cut and your fees and things like that. And, and there's taxes and all such things. But there's a level of, I don't know why there seems to be a level of animosity. We have to get paid, or we
Right.
can't provide you with the services we have. So please be
Do you
kind.
want to work for free?
No one works for free.
No
Who
one
works for
wants to work.
free?
Well,
Yeah, and I've done a couple of deals where, I'm not kidding, during, the short sale debacle when I first came into real estate, I did a couple of deals where if you sat down and you multiplied whatever money I got by the amount of time I spent working on it, because
oh
short sales
Lord.
take a really long time. There was one we were joking because when I broke it down because it took so long, 25 cents an hour.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 25.
Wow.
25 cents. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Promise.
That's insane.
It was years ago, but it was 25 cents an hour.
That's
And
insane.
it's still like
We
45.
might as well just set up a lemonade stand,
Yeah.
right?
Now imagine, now I'm going to throw something at you. I'm going to give you I picked the 10,000 because it's real time. I spent 3 months with this young lady. Okay. Um, and we probably went house shopping twice a week minimum. And we would see 6 or 7 houses after she got off of work. Okay. So, I'm spending, that's about 4 hours. So times two is 8. 8 times, what did I say? 20
did it take?
weeks. It took 20 weeks.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we're talking 8 times 20 weeks. Okay, that's 160 hours. Okay. So let's say 160. So we said 4,500 earlier. Is that what we said? Or 46?
Doesn't this do your history?
Oh, I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
look, she showed me something fancy. 45.36. No clue, you guys. I'm a moron. Okay, 45.36 divided by 160 is $28 an hour.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
We're not making millions.
And we're not making millions. I know you see a lot of agents. Now, some people do make more, and that's great, but there's value in what they're doing, or they wouldn't be getting paid. I drive a Honda Civic that's 2013. And other people drive newer cars, but I put a lot of mileage on my car, so I don't like, spending too much money on a car that I'm gonna beat up. Um, but I think, am I mad that I made $28 an hour on that transaction? No, it was good work. It was honest work. It was wonderful. But the one transaction where I did double that work, it didn't close. So I didn't get paid. I got paid
Wow.
nothing. So if you go ahead now and you take the um, almost the same amount of hours I worked with the other gal who did not close on anything. I actually did more work with the other gal, and she lost her job, poor thing. And that was terrible. It wasn't her fault. It wasn't,
Yeah.
I don't hold any animosity. She couldn't help it, right?
That's
Um, and so let's now do the because now I know how to use the history button. The 45.36 divided by 320 hours, because I only got that one paycheck for those 2 clients, right? So I did all that work. $14 an hour.
That's less than you would make at McDonald's.
$14 an hour. Because remember, you see it as, oh, well, you got paid this $4,000, and it's not that client's job to pay for the other client. But I'm just showing you what an agent, just a small example of what an agent is going through. So not everything closes. So then that becomes part of your overall income. You still work those hours. You still spent that gas money, but that's still what you're making. Now, if you're doing well, which I have many times in the past, If you're doing well and you're closing like 4 deals that month, even if the deals, are small or you're not making a lot of money because there's big referral fees going out or any of those things. We'll talk about that some other time. Um, you're still like, okay, well, that's good. Between four from here and three from there and two from here. Okay, I made a good salary. I'm doing okay. I'm great. Well, we're independent contractors. We have to save up that money for the whole 12 months because some
Mhm.
months real estate just dies down for everybody during certain season, and so you have to save the money so that you can function the whole year through. So you might have 1 month where you're kicking booty and making thousands, and then you have 2 or 3 months where you make nothing, and those thousands again, it's a it's an equalizer. It just all
Mhm.
of a sudden balances out and you're like, okay. And people are like, well, why are you in it if you don't make a lot of money? It's a great business. It's a very flexible business as a parent. I got to go to basketball games and
Yeah.
volleyball games and sit through anything and every award ceremony. And anytime my kids wanted me anywhere or had doctor's appointment, it was very flexible. Now that the kids are grown, I'm in it because again, I love real estate. I love helping people. We're all here to help people more than
Our
anything
kids
because
don't want anything to do with us.
woo-hoo.